Okay, let's continue with our discussion. This is the second part of lesson 66. So, number 5, innovations in sound related laser applications. Okay, set letter A, laser microphones. Will detect vibrations on surfaces like windows to pile up sound uh, remotely. Used in research but also raises privacy and security issues. Laser-based audio transmission using modulated laser beams to carry sound information to receiver can transmit audio over long distances without wires. Holographic acoustic displays. Lasers guide sound waves to create 3D audio effects used in immersive gaming, virtual reality, and interactive museum exhibits. Number 6, laser safety and regulations. So these are the different safety and regulations involving laser. We have laser classes, class 1 to class 4, that define safety hazards. Then we have high-powered lasers can cause eye damage or skin burns. Next, safety goggles, controlled environments, and operator training are essential. And the future trends in laser innovations. We have laser-powered wireless energy transfer, charging devices without plugs, laser-based space communications, sending data between satellites and Earth faster than radio waves. Laser acoustics for medical imaging, using light to generate sound waves for detailed scans. And then we have quantum communication lasers, secure data transmission using quantum principles. Lasers are not just cool beams of light. They are powerful tools that have revolutionized how we create images, transmit information, perform surgeries, and even deliver sound. The future promises even more exciting possibilities, blending physics, engineering, and creativity to shape how we see and hear the world. Lasers are not just formulas for lasers, sound, and light innovation. So we have number 1, the speed, wavelength, and frequency relationship. Light waves, B is equals to F times lambda. And the sound waves in air at 20 degrees centigrade is approximately equal to 343 meters per second. Number 2, photon energy. E is equals to H times F, or E is equals to Hc over lambda. We know that F is equals to C over lambda. That's why we have the second formula. And then number 3, power, energy, and time. So the formula is P is equals to E over T. And from there, of course, we can obtain the energy in joules, which is equal to P times the T by using cross multiplication. Number 4, electrical energy consumption in joules. So E is equals to P times T. In kilowatt hour, so energy in kilowatt hour, the power must be in kilowatt and the time must be in hours. So from there, we can get the electrical energy consumption in kilowatt hour. Number 5, intensity of a wave. So for spherical spreading, I is equals to P over 4 pi r squared. We know that 4 pi r squared is the surface area of a sphere. Next, inverse square law for intensity. So I2 is equal to I1 times R1 over R2 squared. Number 7, relationship between lux and the intensity. Lux is luminous flux per unit area. So the formula is lux is equals to lumens over area in meters squared. Mostly used for light perception by the human eye. Number 8, conversion of units in terms of wavelength. 1 nanometer is equals to 1 times 10 raised to negative 9 meter, knowing that nano as a prefix is equivalent to 1 times 10 raised to negative 9. Time, 1 hour is equals to 3,600 seconds. And in power, 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. Practice problems. Number 1, laser power output. A laser emits light with a wavelength of 650 nanometer and a power output of 5 milliwatt. Letter A, calculate the energy of a single photon. Letter B, determine the number of photons emitted per second. So, given the lambda 650 nanometer, converting it to meter, that is 6.50 times 10 raised to negative 7. And the power is 5 milliwatt. And converting that in watt, we have 5.0 times 10 negative 3 because milli is a prefix that is equivalent to 1 times 10 raised to negative 3. But we have 5, so that it becomes 5 times 10 raised to negative 3 watt. And we are required to determine the energy per photon E and then the photons per second, capital letter N. So for letter A, use the formula E is equals to Hc over lambda. Substituting all the given data, we have 3.06 times 10 raised to negative raised to 19 joules. And to determine the number of photons related, N. So use the formula N is equal to the power over the E. Substitute now the given data and the calculated data. You have approximately 1.63 times 10 to the 16 per second. So there are those are the number of photons per second. 1.63 times 10 to the 16 photons per second. Next, number 2, laser pointer energy consumption. A handheld laser pointer is used for 3 minutes continuously and operates at 10 milliwatt. A. Find the total energy used in joules. Letter B. If the battery voltage is 3 volts, find the total charge in coulombs consumed. And then given P is equals to 10 milliwatt and is equivalent to 1 times 10 raised to negative 2 watt. And then time, 3 minutes in terms of second, that is 180 seconds. The power voltage B is 3 volts, so required energy use E and the charge consumed Q. So, use the formula E is equals to PT. Substitute now the given data. The answer is 1.8 joules. And then to obtain the current, use the formula P over V. And then substitute the given data, the power, and the battery voltage. The current is 3.33 times 10 raised to negative 3 amperes. For the charge consumed, the formula for Q is I times the T. So substitute now the calculated data together with the given time in seconds, and the answer is approximately equal to 0.60 coulomb. Number 3, optical fiber communication. A fiber optic communication system uses a laser with wavelength 1,550 nanometers. If the data rate is 1 gigabit per second and each bit is represented by a single photon, find the total energy transmitted per second. If the transmission lasts for 2 minutes, calculate the total energy transmitted. So, we're given the wavelength 1,550 nanometer, and that is equivalent to 1.550 times 10 to the 6 meter. We are given the data rate to be 1 gigabit per second, and that's equivalent to 1 times 10 to the 9 bit per second, and because 1 bit is equal to photons, so our unit now will become photons per second. Next, number 3, optical fiber communication. A fiber optic communication system uses a laser with wavelength 1000, that's the same second, and gigabits per second, the single photon. Find the total energy transmitted. Okay, so duration is 2 minutes and 120 seconds. So that is problem number. So I believe there is something wrong. I know this is given, and then required is the energy per second power, and letter B, we are required the energy, total energy in 2 minutes, and then the solution now. So the photon energy, E, can be computed using the formula. The total energy is equals to Hc over lambda. Substituting the given data, it is approximately equal to 1.28 times 10 to the 19 joules. And letter A, we are asked to determine the power and use the formula P is equals to RE. Substitute now the rate together with the energy calculated. So the answer is approximately equal to 1.28 times 10 to the 10 watt. And then letter B, E is equals to PT. Substitute now the given data together with the time. It's approximately 1.54 times 10 to the 8 joules. So, we will have the third part of this lesson, 66.